Good morning. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me for Rise and Shine with Miko. So, as some of you probably seen yesterday, I posted a video of me pole dancing. It was my second class. Actually, I did another one Sunday, but it was more like a yoga flow on the floor kind of work, and we didn't do too much pole. But last night was so fun, and I want to come on here and talk about why I'm doing pole dancing and why I even decided to share that video on Facebook and Instagram yesterday. I know without a doubt that it brought up certain feelings, certain judgments, certain thoughts in people watching. And as you guys know, if you've been following me for a while, I'm all about full transparency. I'm all about sharing everything with you guys about my journey because I think it's beautiful, and I think that it's really empowering and inspiring for people who resonate. So here's why I have decided to do these are fitness classes. At the end of the day, guys, these are fitness classes that I get to fully embody my sensuality, my sexuality, and coming back into my body. You know, one thing that I realized, I have been so disconnected with my body my whole life, like completely, because society growing up, from family, from teachers, from schools, there are so many ways that women, especially girls, ladies, women, we've been disempowered to embrace this powerful side of us, our sensuality, our sexuality. That's creative power. Sexual power, it's creative power. And because people in control, they know that. They know how powerful we as women are when we are fully owning and embodying this essence of us. When we fully reclaim that power, they know how powerful we are. So that's why they do everything that they can to disempower us by shutting down our sensual side, by shutting down our sexual side, so that we don't become that powerful, sensual, sexual beings that we are. So I understand that, and I know how much I've been disconnected with this side of me, and my whole life I've been uber masculine. And fun fact, if you guys believe in past lives, I know deep down I used to be a man in the past life. I know this because they always say, like, people in our lives right now, like people that are close to us in our family, there's a close connection with them in the past. And I do know, like, me and my twin sister, the reason why we are twins this lifetime, I know we were married in the past life. I know this because growing up when I was really young, I always wanted to be the guy, and I always wanted to kiss her and the lips, literally, and I still remember that. So, and it's so funny now, like now in this lifetime, I'm working so much on like coming back to my feminine essence, and it's been such a beautiful journey. I know, like, what opened the doors for more clients, for more abundance, for even my 10K month back in August. Like, I was able to generate this when I come back to my feminine side, when I know how to receive, right? The masculine energy, masculine and feminine energy that's in all of us. It's it's the yin and yang symbol. But I've been off balance my whole life. Like, it was mostly in the masculine side. I was a go-getter. I was constantly hustling. I was so outcome driven. I was so future oriented, always thinking about, this is where I want to be, and I'm going to take all the action to get there. But I didn't know how to come back to my body, come back to my feminine side, and learn how to receive. And that came down to receiving love, receiving abundance, receiving anything in general, receiving compliment. I didn't know how to do any of that because I was so disconnected from my feminine side. So that's why, and I'm doing pole dancing because you can read all kinds of books out there. You can study concepts about feminine energy, masculine energy, but that's all just in the mind. You can't conceptualize something. You gotta fully embody that wisdom. You gotta integrate it. You gotta feel it in your entire body. And that's really the difference between so much in the masculine versus in the feminine. The masculine is just in the head. Like, we are so much in the head. Like, woman, if you're listening right now, if you're constantly in your head, I know that's me. Like, so disconnected to my feeling, my senses, my emotions, like, because I was always so much in my head. I was always thinking about, what do I need to do tomorrow? What do I need to do 2 hours from now? What do I need to do 15 minutes from now? Always in the future, always thinking about the things that I need to do, but I totally forgot about my beingness. Who am I being in this moment, right here and right now? And that's the feminine essence. So pole dancing, there's so many reasons behind that. First of all, it's for me to drop off from my head into my heart, into my body, and fully connecting to like the sexy side of me. And it's so fun. Like, I get to really unleash this central creative sexual power that's in me. And it's also like a empowerment, self-empowerment kind of thing. Like, I get to really love my body. I get to appreciate every curve, every like maybe belly flap that I have. So falling in love, creating this unconditionally loving relationship between me and my body, it's another reason. And obviously the workout, it's amazing. I've been doing like this 6 a.m. boot camp every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but then I was telling my twin sister about this because she was the one who introduced me to it. And I was like, shook, it feels like I'm even starting to feel out of alignment with this workout because it's so uber masculine. Like, it's literally taught by this very macho, like, buff guy trainer who is just like, he's great at what he does, but like, I feel like even doing that workout alone first thing in the morning, it's like it got me in my masculine edge, and I want something that's a lot more feminine, maybe. So that's why I want to start transitioning and pivoting, doing more like sensual movement, dance, embodiment kind of workout, maybe even some Kundalini yoga first thing in the morning, so that I'm not jump starting my day so much in the masculine edge. So this will be my last week doing that boot camp with Justin JC, with the trainer, and then I'm gonna really transition into doing more workouts in this feminine exercise. And yesterday, guys, let me tell you, just being in that studio alone and being with these amazing sexy women, like being in that space, and there's these beautiful curtains with fairy lights just like blowing with the wind. Being in that space is so beautiful, and I felt like it was such a sacred space where I get to tap into my inner goddess, and it's sacred. Like, it's really sacred, and I would love to offer and encourage anyone watching, like, you know, if you catch yourself judging, like, you know, oh my gosh, like, why is she going this path, like, why is she doing these like sensual thing and posting out in public? I don't take any of that personally, because I know all of that has to do with you. Right? It's just your projection of what's going on inside of you. So when you see someone doing things like this, it triggers you. So I would love to offer you to really get curious and explore that, like explore those thoughts that are coming to your mind, because the same judgment that you have for others, me or other women that you see doing things like this, it's the same thing that's blocking you from you accessing your powerful sexual powers, creative powers, your access to the side of you that creates magic, that literally turns nothing into something, that turns something from spirit into form. And you really get to be curious and explore, like, who taught you these ideas that embracing our bodies is wrong, right? And embracing the sexual side of us is not okay. Like, who taught you that? And is it valid? Like, why is it wrong that this is my body? I get to love it. I get to cherish it. I get to move it however I want to move it. I get to unleash myself in a way that's unstoppable, in a way that's limitless. Why place all these certain limits and boundaries on yourself based on what society has told you, right? So many women, we've been taught to cover up, to do all these things, but that's again society's way of controlling you, disempowering you, knowing that sexual energy is creation energy. That's why you hear advertisement that says the Apple iPad is sexy and sleek, or getting the beer, it's gonna call in sexy woman. That's why there's so much of these sexual meaning behind a lot of the advertisement, because they're playing with your sexual energy. They're playing with this powerful side of you that they know it's creation energy. So it's up to you to reclaim that in an empowering way. And you get to decide that and do whatever ways that's gonna feel right with you. For me, it's pole dancing and it's so exciting. I'm just starting now and I'm just so committed to going to this next level of growth for me, and it's fully for me. It's sexy that I get to inspire and empower other women to go this path, but at the end of the day, it's like in that moment when I'm with the pole, when I'm dancing, like I always loved dancing. I've always loved dancing. I remember when I was young, like in Hong Kong, when I saw these beautiful little girls doing ballet, doing like all kinds of dances. I always wanted to do dance, and I remember being shut down even back then because obviously lack of money, right? Like doing ballet was never cheap, but I'm so excited. I'm so grateful that I finally got to do ballet when I was in college, and like every single time when I was on the dance floor in the studio, like there was always just this moment where I am so tuned in, tapped in, turned on with my body. Like I just felt like I totally disconnected from the reality and just being in this sanctuary where I am just in the zone. And that's what being in the zone is when you are disconnected from your mind and connected to your body, connected to your spirit, connected to your soul. And that's where magic happens. And like when we are on this entrepreneurship, oh, thank you so much, Marianne. Oh, I love your class. I think it was you, right? on Sunday night. But anyways, I was saying like, because I've been on my entrepreneurship journey for so long, like I've been so much on my masculine edge. I was always in my head. Like I'm just so excited to be on this path now, to dedicate more time, more sacred time to come back to my body, to connect to my body. And I know this is just gonna unleash me to the next level, and I already feel it. And I want to say thank you so much, everyone, for being on a part of my journey. And I would love to encourage and empower anyone listening right now. If you're feeling this resonance, if you're feeling this pull, that you also want to lean in to connecting back to your body, to your sensual sexual side, I would love to encourage you to just go for it. Whatever it's calling you, give it a try. There's so many amazing classes online, in studio, whatever it's calling to you, give it a try and see where that takes you. So let me know what's landing for you on this video, and I would love to hear all about it, and share this with anyone that you know can benefit. And I will see you guys tomorrow.